One of our subscribers recently asked in the comments below one of our videos about this concept of target market avatar. So I'm going to be answering that question today and share with you what it really takes to attract dream clients. So this recent comment came in from AJ. So big shout out to you, AJ. Thank you for commenting and being actively engaged here in this community. We really appreciate that. And we do see those comments, guys. So if you are commenting below, it means the world to me to be able to see exactly what you appreciate most about what we're sharing here on this channel, as well as getting an understanding of what you really would love to see in future episodes. So make sure that you're commenting below, like the video if you like the video, and make sure that you subscribe as well so you never miss an upcoming episode. All right. So the question that AJ asked was, Jeremy, can you please explain the client's avatar, or what might be referred to as the target market avatar, and how to attract the right person? And do you even need that perfect avatar? Does the language you use play a huge role? So this is such a great question, and there's a lot of mistakes that people make when approaching this, and I'll mention a few of them and offer a way to really completely rethink this entire idea around an avatar and all of that. So if this is your first time here, by the way, welcome. My name is Jeremy Bellotti. I'm the founder of Personal Mastery, where we are the go-to company and channel here for professionals and entrepreneurs who are currently doing over $100,000 a year, who want to leverage their unique expertise and journey of personal growth to scale a profitable high-end coaching or consulting business, increase their value, master premium client acquisition, and make a meaningful difference without having to sacrifice their freedom. You can learn more at personalmastery.com. So there really is a way of thinking about this that allows you to just release this tension and stress and anxiety around being able to just focus on who you know you can serve best and move forward with your business, right? Like we see so many people that are held back, so many well-meaning coaches that can make a huge difference in the world are held back because they are struggling for clarity on where they want to go, where they want to point the direction of their expertise. And this is something that we help our clients inside of our accelerator program focus on, is really a very simple and streamlined way of identifying your dream clients that allows you to speak to the heart of what matters most to the person in a very elegant, ethical, and enrolling way. Because it's very important to appreciate that we can never speak to the heart of an individual if we first insult their intelligence. And one of the ways that this shows up is when we're taking a very surface level approach when communicating with the marketplace, and we have this very high level idea of an avatar, and we're trying to use clever marketing to put our message out there and grab attention. Let's just take a step back and get grounded in the reality of why you're inspired to become or to be successful as a coach in the first place. And that is this genuine heart of service you have to being able to go out there and focus on making a difference and being able to do it at a level of excellence in the marketplace beyond what anyone else is offering. And so in order to do that, we've got to start with the foundation, right? We can't just go immediately into these tactical, clever ideas when it comes to your marketing or what is an avatar and all of that. So this starts with a reality check that we must do the daily work on ourselves to align our path and the person we are required to become on that path with who we want to attract, right? Like think of AJ's question. How do we attract that ideal person? Well, here's the thing. If you were looking to get into a relationship with someone that you really, really wanted to connect with, and you wanted not just grab their attention, but to truly connect with the heart of what matters to them, are you not going to be working on yourself to making sure that you are stepping up to becoming the person that could attract someone as elegant and as caring as the person that you're wanting to attract? That's who you must step up to becoming. So you've got to step into that journey first and foremost, right? You cannot step away from that and think that you're going to throw some tactical mess on top of it and think that you're going to be making any real level of progress to attracting the people that you know you can help. So we've got to be grounded in these principles of mastery that allow you to be able to step up to who it is that's required to attract the right person. Right? So we've got to make sure that is at the foundation. And that takes a decision. That does not take, hey, oh man, I got to spend the next 10 years of my life just becoming that person. No, that you can become that person the moment you decide to remove all of the other distractions and focus on what matters most right now. Mastery is not a destination where you read that one self-help book one day and now you can sip margaritas on the beach and never have to worry about anything again and life is going to be perfect. That's not the way it works. Mastery is a decision. And that decision can be made right now for you to focus on a path and who you must become down that path to attract the ideal client that you really feel called to serve. Once we make that decision, okay, now we can focus on not, oh man, who is that avatar, right? We can now focus on what really matters, which is putting our attention to the problem. What problem are you going to focus on solving for others? At the core heart of your business is not a funnel with fancy marketing or a website with clever copy. At the heart of your business is your ability to connect with people and to deepen that connection, curating a conversation that matters, and being able to speak to the heart of what really is going on. And so what problem are you going to focus on solving? We've got to put our attention there first. We've got to put our attention to what problem we're looking to solve. And sometimes that's not easy because you think to yourself in the beginning, I don't know if I can really solve any major problems. That's why the first step we talked about is so crucial, because the moment you make a decision to go down a path where it's going to be required for you to grow and to make mistakes, and it's that messy path of mastery, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be required to get out of your comfort zone and to start doing things you've never done before, and to have conversations you've maybe never felt comfortable having before. And you're going to start growing. You're going to start learning. You're going to start experiencing life at a whole new level beyond just the theory of what is possible. You're going to start living it. And it is going to be those challenges and that level of growth that's going to be opening you up to solving problems. And that's going to be coming from you experiencing the problems and the challenges and the obstacles that are down a path of growth. So it is that path that is so important, right? Especially as a coach or as a consultant, as an expert, as someone that is looking to solve real problems for others, you've got to be a living example of doing that in your life. You've got to be a living example of embracing the challenges and the big problems that are down the road of performing at a high level. And so once you do that, you can now start understanding what problems people face. And a lot of times you start looking in a direction that is not just you looking out a window at the world of who can I help. It's actually you looking at a mirror and starting to explore what are the problems I've been able and willing to go through and be able to overcome, and how can I maybe offer or pay it forward to serve others in doing the same thing. And so that's the way we must start looking at the problem. We must be a vessel of seeing the reality of what's possible by putting ourselves in a position to solve real problems in our own life so that we can start understanding what it really takes for others to do it in theirs. And there's a really great process we take our clients through called value mapping that also really shows you how to fully leverage your highest value skills and expertise to being able to say, hey, what have I developed in myself and in my own skills that allows me to solve this problem, right? We can really start reverse engineering that. Once we identify the problem, right, we now can focus on the person. But here's the thing, it's not just a demographic identifier of who it is, right? It is about understanding what are they going through when experiencing the problem, right? We're going to be able to move down this journey of seeing it through the lens of the problem and what they're going through. And also, why does the problem persist for this person, right? For this particular person that you're wanting to focus on helping, why is the problem persisting? Why is it something that they have not been able to break through? What is really holding them back from being able to say enough is enough? I'm going to figure this out. Also, start exploring, like, what is the cost of them having this problem or allowing it to persist, right? Understanding the real scope of what is happening and also the real truth of why it's being allowed to continue. This is very critical in you being able to better understand and appreciate the person that you want to help with the problem that you want to solve. Does that make sense? It's very crucial that you understand this. And this is also why being able to make that decision to say, hey, I'm going to start operating at a premium in the marketplace opens you to a new way of being able to understand this individual, because you're going to be required to start putting into practice opportunities to deepen the conversation with the person you want to help. right? So one of the ways that we teach our clients how to do that is through a conversation that you would have with somebody on the phone or on Zoom and being able to connect with them directly. And I can't tell you how powerful this conversation is. Not only does it lead to, sure, enrolling clients, making sales, that's awesome. It's really just inevitable, especially when you apply the right strategy. But one of the most powerful elements of this conversation is you now understand and see in real time what really holds your ideal client back from being able to make decisions that matter, from step up when circumstances are difficult and a decision must be made to say enough is enough. What holds them back from being able to do that? And what holds them back in the moment where the decisions must be made? It is really important for you to understand and appreciate your ideal client in those moments to better understand how you can serve them, to better appreciate what they're going through so you can support them in making a conscious effort to being able to go forward, making confident, educated decisions on what matters most and not being bound by circumstances. So this is the work we must do to be able to understand how do we become that person that attracts the ideal client, and who is that individual, and what problem are they going through that I really can connect with and understand at a level that allows me to be able to serve them at a premium standard in the marketplace. And it's really rethinking this whole idea of avatar or niche. And I remember many years ago, I heard Eben Pagan once say, niches are needs. I would offer that a niche is a moment of suffering. We've got to go beyond just surface level view of finding a segment of the marketplace and really connect with the individuals we want to serve at that moment of suffering that we're helping them break through inevitably if they were to do business with us, right? That heightened moment of suffering is what we are looking to connect with. And just think of this, like think of a cardiac surgeon, right? A cardiac surgeon does not say, hey, I'm in the health niche, right? They specialize in operating on individuals suffering from heart disease. And so I'm going to encourage you and really invite you to rise beyond the noise of the marketing landscape and speak to the mastery of being the premium standard in the marketplace and really focus on what matters most to the people that you serve. And so that's where it must start. And just notice if we go down this road, that we're going to be able to use the language that connects with an individual beyond just this surface level idea of, oh yes, I fit into this demographic category and your product or your offer speaks to me. No, we're not trying to sell them on the program. We're looking to open a deeper conversation about the problem and what they are going through, experiencing it on a day-to-day basis and unable to sleep at night because they are suffering from that moment that keeps them up. And that doesn't allow them to truly live at their highest standard of freedom and ability and capacity to create something meaningful in their life. And if you are going to operate at a premium, then you focus on the problem. And yes, the language you're going to communicate that with, here's the thing, is not only going to be much deeper, but it actually is going to be much more fluid. Why? Because you are a living example of this. You're experiencing it and living it every single day. You're not just reading it in a book or learning it from a marketing course on how to be clever in the language that you're using. You're experiencing it on a moment-by-moment basis. The reason that you are able to experience the passion and the joy that comes from me being able to have the blessing of sharing a message with you every single day is not because I read it in a book somewhere. It's because I live it every single day. I know what it looks like to be able to feel like the entire world is falling down around you and circumstances are difficult and you've got to be able and willing to make decisions that are sometimes more challenging than you could ever possibly imagine to be able to live your dream and to be able to put people around you or surround yourself with people that can actually uplift you through the most difficult of times. I've lived that. That's why it can be communicated so fluently and effortlessly without having to read it off of a screen somewhere. This is the standard you get to function at if you are going to play at a premium level in this game. And so that's what moves us to now focusing on what matters. All right, what is that problem that I'm going to commit to solving, and how can I solve it at a premium standard in the market? How do I make sure that I am a living example of what it takes to be able to move beyond circumstances and move beyond the challenges and difficulties somebody might be facing with that problem? And how can I provide a level of expertise and a level of value that goes beyond anything that they could ever imagine, to be able to help them create transformational results in their life so that they are never the same when they start working with me. And when they are moving forward, they become a vessel of transformation to move your commitment to service forward. So this is the way that we put attention to this conversation. I hope that it serves you. I hope that it opens up maybe a new way of seeing this. And AJ, thank you for asking the question. Please, all of you, go ahead and comment below. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and like the video. Make sure that you subscribe so that you are able to get new episodes. We share this with you every single day. It is truly an honor to be able to serve you on this journey and be a part of what gets to be your path to living the standard of mastery. Hey, my friend, hope you enjoyed that video. Listen, if you're looking for a way to increase your value, master premium client acquisition, and make a meaningful difference without sacrificing your freedom, then you've come to the right place. I want you to do two things right now. Number one is click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that way you never miss a new video and you can make sure that you get notifications. And number two, if you are an expert, coach, or consultant that is ready to build a reliable business online, become more along the way, and you want to work with us personally to take your life and business to the next level, then go to personalmastery.com, learn how you can become our client.